Well, hello there. My name is JR. I am the meeting host for the Forge Brotherhood Bunker Hill that meets here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. at Free Will Heritage Baptist Church at 2395 Middleway Pike here in Bunker Hill. Hey, listen, we've had probably 20 or 30 private messages come into the Facebook profile asking what this meeting is about. So I thought I would take a couple minutes and just kind of let you know what the meeting's about. This is not a 12-step meeting. This is not a Bible study. This is just a fellowship of Christian men. You don't have to be a Christian to go, but just be aware that it is a Christian program where we just kind of support each other, man, where we just sort of, make a safe place where we can get together and we can talk about the things that are affecting our lives. Addiction can be part of that. We have some guys, that come to the meeting who have overcome alcohol addiction and chemical addiction and things like that. Pornography is a big one these days. A lot of guys are struggling with the online troubles that sort of thing brings to your life and to your marriage. Loneliness is a national epidemic right now. I just read something in, I forget what it was, Time Magazine or something like that recently, where they say loneliness is causing more death than cancer these days. So the Forge Brotherhood is just a place where guys can get together and be able to get comfortable and just talk about the things they feel like they can't talk about anyplace else. So many of us go through life feeling alone, even inside our marriages, even inside successful careers, even inside of successful ministries. We sometimes feel alone, and we feel like there's no one there that they can trust to really share the things that are commanding your attention. Samson Society as a whole, it's an international ministry that mainly operates over Zoom. It kind of got really big during the COVID epidemic when everything was shut down and we really needed groups like this. So that's kind of where it really catapulted up into a really successful international ministry. Now it is slowly building in-person meetings all across the world. In half a dozen different countries all over the world. We see people from Asia and Africa and all over the place, Europe, in those Zoom meetings regularly. I really felt like I really felt like it was time for me to step back into a ministry role in my life. I have 14 years inside of Celebrate Recovery and have my own recovery story that I share in these meetings. And I've been with Samson Society for about 7 years now. We have been going to an in-person meeting over in Williamsport that happens on Thursday nights. And I felt like it was time for us to start something here in the Inwood, Bunker Hill area on Tuesday nights to give the Brotherhood another in-person meeting here locally to be able to attend. There's no replacement for connection. We live in this world where social media and all the things tend to pull us away from each other. And we've lost that face-to-face connection that needs to happen, that's healthy for us. Many times we say inside of recovery circles, and again, this is not a recovery meeting, but it's a support meeting. But inside recovery circles, because I have a recovery background, we say that the opposite of addiction is connection, that sobriety stands on connection. And I think we can all kind of look around and see that there are a lot of people who are disconnected from the world. And I think that has really caused us a lot of problems in our society. So this meeting on Tuesday nights is a place where you can just come get connected in a safe place. You can talk about things. Maybe we got guys a lot of times that will come in there and they'll pull the covers off of stuff that has been weighing them down for decades. And they finally find a place where they can get in there and they can really talk about what it is. We talk about being afraid. And that's not a comfortable subject for men, because we're supposed to be masculine and tough and, strong and all those kind of toxic masculine things that we've been preached to for decades upon decades, when really, we're strong by nature, but we need to have soft hearts. We need to have soft hearts for our families, for our community. We need to have soft hearts for the other people in our world, our fellow human being that is hurting and needs some support. Look, there's absolutely no shame in failure. There's only shame in quitting, And if you're someone who feels like you've kind of just been hanging out in limbo and going through the motions of life, and you haven't really had peace and harmony or satisfaction in your life for a very long time, this is the meeting for you. If you're someone who struggles with a hurt habit or hang up, as we would say in Celebrate Recovery, this is a meeting for you. Again, it's not a 12-step program. It's not a Bible study. We talk about the gospel. We talk about God's effects in our life and how he's helped us and shown us grace when we didn't deserve it. But at the same time, it's just a place for us to sit and be able to talk about the things that are commanding our attention. I know sometimes in my own life, I just need somebody to tell me that it's okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry sometimes. There are things that happen to us in this world that we should be angry about. But we need to exercise that anger without it going to a toxic place. And this meeting is in place to do just exactly that, to help you work through your emotions and your struggles without any judgment. You're going to be sitting in a room full of a bunch of broken men. My comedic rule for the group is always, we don't allow any perfect people, because none of us are perfect. None of us are as we should be. And I started this meeting so that we could have a place to go to and talk about those things that are getting in the way of our freedom, in the way of our peace and harmony, and in the way of being truly satisfied with the things of this world to the best of our ability. We all know that this world is dark and dying, and it can be an ugly place. But I believe that God gave us celebration and connection to offset all of that nonsense that tries to beat us down from day to day. So come see us. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m., Heritage Free Will Baptist down on Route 51 in Bunker Hill. The proper address is 2395 Middleway Pike. Come around back of the church. Come in the back door. We meet in the fellowship hall around back, and we would love to meet you. Love to bring you into the Brotherhood of the Forge and help us to let iron sharpen iron. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you real soon.